Do you know you could be making much more from each of your trades, but instead you end up leaving money on the table? Now, I'm going to share the two things that you must do immediately after placing your trade so that you can maximize your profits. But before we jump into that, my name is Gani, and I must say, I was unprofitable for my first 2 years of trading, and it was exactly because of this. I really wish I knew better. It wasn't until I actually figured it out, and this is what has actually helped me stay consistently profitable for the last 3 years. Now, if you find this video helpful, please help me like the video, because this enables this video get to more other people that really want this kind of message. And also in the comments, I need you to tell me, how long exactly have you been trading? Now, to start us off, every time you enter a trade, I need you to set your stop loss and you take profit. This is so key. If there's anything you need to take away from this video, it is this right here, because so many times I've seen traders, they enter a trade and maybe they forget, and others, they think if I trade without a stop loss, this actually puts me at an advantage. But trust me, it will always put you at a disadvantage, simply because today it might work out for you very well. You might actually trade without a stop loss and go so many pips in profits, but tomorrow you might come back with the same exact mentality, and guess what will happen? Price will start going against you, and then it will keep going against you, it will go against you, and then you'll end up actually blowing your account. So you do not want this to be happening to you. What I recommend is that every time you enter a trade, please go ahead and accompany that with a stop loss and take profit, because this really kept me unprofitable for 2 years. 2 good years of being unprofitable, because I thought I could actually cheat the markets, and you can never cheat the markets. So always have a stop loss on every single trade that you actually enter in the market, and also set your TP, because this way you know exactly that after this number of pips, maybe you look at a daily range and say, every day my instrument that I trade, maybe every day it moves maybe 50 pips or maybe 100 points. So whatever it might be for you, always have a set stop loss and take profits, because this is what protects you as a trader. Once you're in that trade, there's nothing more you can do. This stop loss that you've already set is what will actually protect you in case that particular trade goes against you, or if that particular trade actually goes in your way, the take profit that you've set will enable you get out of that trade with some kind of profit. So always have these two on, because if you say that I do not trade with stop losses, that's exactly where your failure actually starts from. So always have a stop loss and take profit set immediately you enter that particular trade, which actually brings me to the second thing that you must do, and that is always, after you've actually entered that trade, you've set your stop loss, you've set your take profit, I need you to always go ahead and close that trading app, close that PC, go do other things, because this is going to protect you from micromanaging that particular trade. Because some traders, all the time, maybe after 1 minute, they want to check on the trade, is it going my way? And then sometimes, since you're always checking, emotionally this is going to affect you, and you might end up closing a trade that is still running in profits. So always set your stop, set your take profit, close your PC, and then go do other things. I recommend you find other hobbies that you can actually be doing. This could be jogging. This could be, like, personally, I do this content creation. I also have other businesses that I handle. So once I'm in a position, I always close my trading app and then go do other things, because this is the perfect time for you to actually do this. Once you start doing this, you'll be amazed by how much profits you're going to actually be making from the markets, because you will be able to let your trades run to TP, and this way you'll be able to maximize your profits from these markets. I've seen so many traders jump out of of trades simply because their emotions couldn't handle that period when, let's say, a trade is in drawdown. They close a trade, and then finally, immediately after they close, price goes in their favor, and then it ends up going to TP, yet they've ended that particular trade before it actually was ready. So you do not have to be like this. Always set your stop, set your TP, and then go away. Just go do other things. Once you start doing this, you'll be amazed by how fast your P&L is actually going to start growing. Now, if you're one of those traders that struggles with the fear of losing, every time you're in a position, your heart is always pacing, you can't settle. If you're that kind of person, I recommend you check out this next video right here. It will be able to tell you and teach you exactly what you need to do every time you're in a trade.